Hi guys, got Mike with me today. Mike's been on our online program now for nearly 12 weeks. So I'm just going to talk through where he was when he started, what he's achieved, and his situation now. So over to you, Mike. If you just explain who you are, also what you do.
Yeah, so my name's Mike Tuck. I live in Nottinghamshire. I'm 42 years old. I'm a self-employed construction project manager. That's the job, and I've got two kids as well who I have a lot of time with, and they take up a lot of my time.
Especially over the last 4 months through lockdown.
Yeah. So plate spinning. I'm just really happy there's not too much smashed crockery, but yeah, we're getting there.
So what was your situation before joining?
I was overweight. I was unhealthy. I'd be going to do activities with the kids, and I'd be huffing and puffing. My joints ached, and generally just not very happy with myself. I've never been really fit, but I used to play a lot of sport, and I knew I was on the decline and needed something to kind of get me back on track and then back into healthy ways. And I'm never going to run a marathon, but I needed to become healthier, really for me and the kids.
Because I remember before you joined, you were saying that you used to run quite good times, and that was something you wanted to achieve, wasn't it?
Yeah. I used to be able to do 10Ks in sort of under 45 minutes, and I'm still working towards that now. But joints in my knees aren't quite as good as they used to be, so I'm not quite sure that's going to happen. But yeah, it's there.
So what kind of things were you doing that got you to that situation that got you to put on the weight and just kind of out of routine?
I don't know. I stopped doing any competitive sport. I struggle going to the gym when I don't do competitive sport. So I used to play rugby. I used to do a bit of boxing. When those stopped because I had the kids, I stopped doing so much exercise, and it was just a steady decline over probably say 3 years when everything just stopped. And I always had great intentions of doing more exercise, but it never quite happened. And literally, I think you popped up on, I think it was on Facebook, and I thought, why not? Now's the perfect time to do it. Literally, everything's a lot more simple now, so why not?
Brilliant. And so, what have you achieved in the 12 weeks? Well, 11 weeks that you've been with us.
Well, I've lost a stone, just under a stone. There's been a bit of fluctuation, but I pretty much lost a stone. Loads healthier than I was. I feel better when I get up in the morning. My joints aren't as achy as they used to be. The massive thing for me, if anything, it's really shown me my blind spots, and that's, if I'm honest, that's eating. Because I've still managed to do the training, but the same weight's fluctuated. But having the MyFitnessPal app has been a real. I can't overemphasize how important that's been. And that's something I'm going to keep on doing.
Yeah,
I do it habitually now. So when I first started the program, I sat there and looked at what I ate, and I was eating a ton of carbohydrates. Now it's much more balanced. Where I still struggle a bit is with snacking when I'm working late and the rest of it.
Yeah.
But that's been the main thing. Is that, and also and I keep talking about, but that cascades through to the kids. So the kids now, they don't realise it, but their eating habits have changed because of doing this.
That's fantastic. That it has. It's always like the ripple effect. It impacts we and help you improve your diet.
Yeah.
And obviously, that then impacts people around you.
Oh, it's been massive, and it's things like as well. I never quite understood the effect of consequential snacking, but when you see the calories tot up and all the rest of it, it's like a real eye opener. And even portion sizes.
Yeah.
Instead of eating loads of a few big meals, I tend to but a few smaller meals. And I say that's cascaded through to the way I am with the kids. And I don't know whether it's particularly affected them positively, but it can't have hurt. But I'm certainly a lot happier with what they're eating.
Yeah, it's definitely something we want to get across on the program. The fact that you don't have to starve yourself to lose weight and to improve your fitness and to tone up, but it's about knowing what you can eat calorie wise, and then being sensible, making compromises, and tracking it and keeping yourself accountable is key.
I mean, like I say, I've slipped a little bit, which is I'm not going to give myself too much of a hard time about that. But having this tool now, which I can really track what I'm eating, and it's been brilliant. Because I said the training, the exercise, I've done kind of lots of exercise in the past, when I played rugby and the rest of it, but we never did anything with nutrition at all. It just wasn't done. Whereas now I think I've got a much better grip of that. And I say it's really shown my blind spot, and my blind spot is, if I'm honest, later on, I go and start snacking, and I know I do it, and I know I shouldn't do it, but I do it all the same.
That's literally the biggest mistake I see when I go to the gym, or when I've helped people or talked to people. What they struggle with is they do the exercise, they go to the gym or they run or cycle or whatever. But then, so they take one positive step forward, but then they don't know what they're eating, or they eat the wrong foods or too much of the right food sometimes. So they take one back, and it's just that never ending. They're never going to get anywhere, and it's all that effort for nothing.
I mean, the time when I was on point with my diet, and when I was doing the training as you were prescribing, I really noticed a massive difference, and other people did around me as well, and I felt loads better. I'd wake up in the morning having eaten properly the day before, probably not eating later on, and I woke up the next day feeling really good. Is when I perhaps don't eat what I need to eat. It is a bit like, you know, the old man noise when you get out of bed, the oof noise when you get out of bed. It really is. It can be a difference between a day where I do it right and a day I don't do it right. But it's been brilliant, yeah.
It's just been consistent over a prolonged period of time, which you've done. And even though you might have had a couple of days or a week or two even there where it's not been so good, over the whole process you have, and that's what's made a difference. So you've lost a stone in weight, and then also what was your measurement? Your measurements have come down a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the numbers, but I lost certainly off my waist. I've noticed a massive difference because I'm having to go and buy new trousers and stuff now. Yeah. Bits that didn't used to fit now fit, which is great.
Now I was looking at your stats earlier, and it's 4 inches off your waist.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's like 3 inches off your chest.
Yeah, no, I'm dead chuffed with it. Like I say, I do break myself a little bit for the kind of slack at the end, the losing at the end, but you know that's just the way it is. But as I say, the exercise, and we're going to talk in a bit about going forward, but you know, certainly for myself, I've started pick up the rowing, and I do want to get back into the running, but I just that's the next bit for me.
So you're definitely feeling definitely feeling fitter, more energized, motivated.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a massive difference. I mean, before I started eating properly and went to the program, I'd get to sort of 8:30 at night and I could fall asleep. Whereas now I'm quite, I'm quite animated all the way through the day. I do sleep better as well when I've eaten properly and I've exercised.
Yeah.
It's not a patchy sleep. It's lights go out, I'm asleep, and then I wake up. Whereas in the past, it's been a bit kind of like surfacing at 2 o'clock in the morning and the rest of it, which doesn't seem to happen now.
Especially when you're self-employed as well, your energy and your productivity and what you get done in a day is vital. And so have more energy and be able to work longer, better, have more concentration and more energy is something that is massively important. And
it's helping. It's having something to focus on sort of at home and take my mind off the work element has helped me at work as well, because I've become more focused at work. It's at home I've worked out there's a number of key things I need to do. Kids, I need to sort out, prioritise my health and my nutrition, the rest of it. But you kind of apply the same discipline at work, and that's had an effect. And while it's not entirely down to the exercise routine, the program, it's definitely in there.
Oh yeah.
I've been this focused, I hadn't started this then, so it's not necessarily because of it, but there might be a causality attached to it.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously you touched on it about a bit earlier, so the things that things in the program that helped you. So you touched upon it with obviously the nutrition side of it.
Yeah.
So just to recap really, what would you say the things are on the program that really helped you to achieve and do well?
The nutrition definitely helped. That's a massive one. Having the if I'm honest, I know people who've done these sorts of things in the past. I haven't done, but the guys who run it before, they're very prescriptive about what people should eat. They almost give them menus. Never worked for me because everything's everywhere at the moment. So almost being treated as an adult and told, have this many calories, have this much protein, kind of educate yourself and go and learn how to do it. That's fantastic. Then having the exercise, the workouts emailed to me every day, and also through the apps you gave us. That's been brilliant. And then there's been all the files you have on your little portal, which I can go and look at. I looked at some of those.
Brilliant.
But then it's the accountability as well. It's on a Monday. I know I've got to measure myself. I know I've got to weigh myself, and I know I've got to stick it into a graph, and it's got to do that, not that. That's been a big thing as well, because it's all too easy to kid yourself when you don't have that accountability.
Yeah.
And, like I say, that's been a real big help.
Brilliant. I honestly believe that accountability is the single most important factor.
Yeah.
We're in an age now where information is everywhere. Literally, you can go on YouTube, you can Google it, you can go on Facebook, and there's plenty of information. There's diet plans, recipes, and stuff. But at the end of the day, we can kid ourselves and not do it. And it's having someone to say, right, on Monday, we're checking what you've done, we're checking your stats, and that adds that pressure to make it work.
No, it actually is. It's like
difference.
On a Monday morning, it's I'm almost like close my eyes. Come on, let's get the tape measure out, measure it. Yes, I'm down. I'll go steps. And it's almost like I've got time to nick for a pee before I before I can weigh myself and stuff. To get every bit out. That is a big thing, and it is a relief as well. The feeling of relief when you've lost weight or you've lost inches is it's the polar opposite of the bad feeling you get when you actually put on, or even when you stay the same. It's like you feel that you cheated yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas when you lose, it's great.
Yeah, and it's just a reward for the work you put in through the week and over the weeks as well. But yeah, accountability is key. and having that structure, support, nutrition, the training, the whole aspect, really does work.
But I say, I mean, it's. I didn't really mention it before, but I say it's the fact that you with the way you deliver the nutrition. I kind of knew stuff anyway, but you have to kind of go and be an adult about it and almost educate yourself about it and actually look at food and understand what's in food, rather than just be given a recipe by somebody and take it for granted that's correct. And actually, I say, learn what's in there. And then because I'm doing that, I will then work out what stuff works for me and which stuff makes me feel better or which stuff makes me feel bad or which foods I like or, I seem to be able to eat spinach till it comes out my ears.
Yeah, same.
Stuff, spinach goes in everything, literally everything. And breakfasts are fine, but I've got sick of eating fish. So I've had to go and find something else to kind of do that. So I know I can't eat endless amounts of cod and haddock. I need to have turkey and chicken as well. It's just learning, and it's, as I say, it's just identifies some of your blind spots, helps you to learn more about what you need to know to do this, and also about yourself and your own habits. Because sometimes I think there's an element of kidding yourself. You think you know what you want to do and you think you know what your blind spot is, but actually until you're really tested and have to do something like this, I don't think you really do.
I agree. No, it's you've hit the nail on the head in terms of I want the program to be educational in terms of, yes, we help you get results, but it's educational in terms of we show you what to do and you learn for yourself as well, so you can keep those results long after. So after this program, you know now how to eat going forward for the rest of your life in terms of calories, protein that you should eat, and where you're going to get that from. And it means that's how you're going to keep the weight off. Where there's so many programs now where, right, eat this, this, and this, and then you do it for 12 weeks or 8 weeks, however long the program's for. And then after that, it's like, well, I can't eat that anymore because I'm bored of it. And then the weight goes back on. So it's just pointless. Whereas this, I want it to be, you get results, great results, but then you keep them.
Yeah, well, it's as much, and like for me, it's been, I don't like using the expression, but it's been like an educational journey as well, learning about food and what food's like, what the consequences are of putting some flax seeds in or something like that, or when I come to do a pasta or something, not having a huge plate full of pasta covered in cheese, and actually it's just because the temptation of pasta, as I mentioned the kids, we've done it before where we give the kids pasta for tea, but I give them a massive pile of it and they don't need it.
Yeah.
Then I give myself like 4 times that, and I don't need it either.
Yeah.
And then I wonder why I feel sluggish afterwards.
Yeah.
And knowing what I know now, of course I'm going to feel sluggish afterwards.
Yeah. No, it's just great that obviously it's impacted your knowledge and then that passes on to the kids, and then you can all improve your bodies, your physique, your fitness, your energy levels, and keep that going forwards.
I mean, if you look as well, I mean, we still have plenty of fruit and veg, but there's not the rubbish that there used to be. There's not the convenient stuff that there used to be. There's a lot more kind of whole foods in there. It's just unlike breakfast cereal as well. Now we don't tend to buy the sugary breakfast cereals. Yeah,
hidden calories. They're advertised as healthy, and then actually when you have the knowledge that you've learned from the program, you realise shit, like this ain't good.
Oh, it's absolutely like saying some of the breakfast cereal. There's like how much sugar goes in it. It's not cereal.
It's not healthy. And then finally, what would you say to someone who was thinking about joining?
I think definitely give it a go. Like I say, the program that you've sorted for me is different to the ones I've seen. Not that I've done them, but I think for 12-week commitment, I think it's definitely worth it. You have the goal. I mean, there's certain goals I'm still working towards, but having come away with the knowledge and understanding that I have now, I didn't have that at the start. But anybody wanting to try it who's unsure, what have you got to lose? It's 12 weeks, and I've enjoyed it. And although I'm coming to the end of my program, I'm going to miss it a bit because I don't have the Monday weigh-in now and all the rest of it. It's been good. I'd say definitely give it a go.
Brilliant. Well done on the 12 weeks. You've achieved a lot. You've improved obviously your fitness, your energy, lost loads of inches, weight, and obviously it's impacted your kids as well. So massive well done.
Superb. Thank you very much.